Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to Florence J. Tarot, or welcome if you're here for the first time. Today's pick a card reading is oddly specific. My human mind wanted to go a different road, wanted to take something more general, something that will probably reach more people, but somehow I felt pulled to the subject, so we're going for it because apparently there's important messages for certain people. So yeah, today's pick a card reading is about the subject of children, pregnancy, babies, yeah, that kind of stuff. I actually don't know yet what exactly I'm gonna name this video. It will come to me, I'm sure. But anyway, if you have the question, if you're ever gonna have children, or if you're trying to conceive, or even if you never really thought about it, but you're kind of curious whether you will ever have children, or if it's the right road for you, or whatever, then this is the video for you. So what I want you to do is I want you to pick one of these beautiful, beautiful divine empress cards, and that will be the tarot card I will do your reading in. So firstly, we have the Empress of the Unfolding Path tarot. Pile 2 has the Empress of the Golden Art Nouveau tarot. And pile 3 has the Empress of the Light Seers tarot. So go ahead, pick an Empress card, take your time, pause the video if you need to. Is usually the first card you initially feel pulled to before you even get to think about it too much. Don't overthink it, just feel, and let's get started. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So what we're gonna do now is we are shuffling the tarot cards to figure out, I want to get a feeling what your situation is. Have you even been trying to conceive, or has it not really crossed your mind and you're just here because you're curious? Or do you have children already and you're wondering if you'll have more? Or have you been trying unsuccessfully? You know, I just want to get a full picture of what's going on in your life, and then I'll pull some more cards for advice. And I actually pulled your oracles already, but you can watch me shuffle the tarot deck. So let's do that. This is a beautiful unfolding path. Oh, actually, yeah, no, never mind. This is a beautiful unfolding path tarot, and we're mixing up. It's beautiful how this mixes. Shuffling them real good for you. Oops. Could be that you get a very nice display of my not very prominent shuffling skills. Here we go. What is pile 1's situation in terms of pregnancy, children, motherhood, or, you know, fatherhood? Could, let's say parenthood. You want to come out. What's their situation? Are they trying to conceive? They've been successful, unsuccessful? What's going on in pile 1's life in terms of parenthood? Just want to get an idea. Please, higher self, spirit guides of group 1. Oh, wow. A lot more came out than I saw. So, anything else, or is this all? Seems to be everything. Okay. Bottom deck shows me this. I'm just gonna take this as the overall energy, your overall energy right now. So let's see what we pulled. We have, I'm gonna pull all this to the bottom a little bit. Is it centered? I hope you can see everything. Okay. We have, wow, the Ace of Cups. Oh God, I still have to figure out. So sorry. Okay. Oh, okay. 6 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Strength. Chariot. And the Lovers. And it's all upright. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. My first impression here is really good. Okay. So, the only thing that is not upright is the overall energy you're in. I'm getting the feeling that you are here because you have some doubts that this is happening for you. The 6, it's actually, look, such a cute card. It's a mother with her daughter. And you might have doubts that this is ever going to happen for you. This is a nostalgic card. Often it speaks about someone from the past coming to your life. You reconnecting with someone from the past, you being nostalgic about something or someone. There is definitely a very warm, deep bond here. There's a familiarity with a person. Yeah, but this is upside down. I'm sure I'll get a bigger feeling for this the more I talk, but just intuitively I will say that you're doubtful that this deep bond is gonna happen. This warm, nurturing, familiar, connected feeling. So let's see, we have the Ace of Cups here. Wow, that is a absolutely beautiful card to start off with. You know, cup overflowing, strong emotions. There's definitely something new here. Makes me feel like you did get pregnant, to be honest. So if that is, oops. If that is the case, I congratulate you from the bottom of my heart. But something definitely has you very happy and emotional, and there's a new opportunity here. Something new. I do think that something's blooming in you. Oh, that's beautiful. And there is an equal exchange here. Wow, I mean, honestly, this is also beautiful. There's so many flowers here and fruits. It's like, it's all very warm and fruitful. Um, the lovers here, I'm getting the feeling that you and your partner are in a very good place. There is, equal exchange, equal give and take. You're making your differences work too. You're finding compromises. The lovers talks about two different things coming together and making it work in perfect harmony. Yeah, you guys, I think you are also determined. I think you guys have been planning to get pregnant. I think you guys have been trying to conceive, but you're not forcing it. You've been determined to get pregnant, and you definitely been getting down to business, if you know what I mean. And I think you guys have been really enjoying the process of it. You guys know that you can't force these type of things. The strength card talks about how you can't. Strength doesn't necessarily mean physical strength. You have to find the strength within you. Often vulnerability is strength. Being soft is strong, especially nowadays with all the pressure from the outside. And we see everyone else's life pan out, like look perfect, and you compare your life to their life. But I feel like you have had a really good balance. Because the chariot is not tipping over here. I see a lot of good balance and groundedness, confidence, and it's just all very beautiful. The only thing here that I see is that you're maybe concerned about the financial aspect of the whole thing. But I can see here it's not really something that is happening right now. Like, everything is going well for you, but of course having children means more expenses, right? So I guess the only thing you're anxious about is the financial aspect. But let's not manifest a shitty situation like that, because honestly, your cup is overflowing. Everything is working in your favor. So focus on that energy instead of this. You can deal with the financial aspect when it's here. You don't even know what's gonna happen. Yes, you can plan, you can plan who is going to work when and how long, but let me tell you from experience, you don't know how you're going to feel about certain things until it's here. For example, where I live, we have 3 months of maternity leave, and I thought that was totally going to be enough, and after 3 months I'm going to go back to work and work part-time, and I'm going to be perfectly fine with that. And once my child was here, I realized 3 months is fucking nothing. My child did not sleep through the night for the first 8 months of its life. I was chronically tired. I mean, to be honest, still am, but the newborn phase is really intense. So you don't know what kind of child you're gonna have. You don't know how you're gonna feel. You don't know how tired you're gonna be or not gonna be. You don't know how you're gonna feel about separating from your child. Every parent is individual. Every mother is individual. You don't know what kind of mother you're gonna be until you are it, until you grow into the role. So you don't know if you're gonna be ready to work quickly or not, or how much. There are mothers that work 80%, under 100% after having a kid, and then there are mothers that work 60-40 or prefer to be stay-at-home moms. You just don't know yet. So let it come, let it happen. Just see how it's going to play out for you instead of stressing about finances. You just don't know yet what's going to happen. But let me assure you, you have such a good foundation here with your partner that I am not worried you guys are going to make this work, because you guys find common ground, make your differences work in a very beautiful way in which you complement each other very well. It's like one of you is very good bringing the lightness into the relationship, the fun, the adventure, the dreaming, the creativity, and the other is very, very grounded, very reasonable, down to earth and calm, and you guys complement each other very well. That's the vibe this card is giving me. And like I said, I see balance everywhere. You need balance so the chariot doesn't, like, you don't move too fast or too slow. You move the perfect speed so the chariot doesn't tip over. You have this equal exchange here. You receive back from your partner as much as you give to them. You're being soft and gentle with each other and admiring each other's strengths. And you're just overall very fulfilled and happy. And I do think that either you are pregnant or you're about to be. So yeah, focus on all this goodness. This is beautiful. I'm very happy for you. And this is where your focus should lie. This deserves to have all your attention. Indulge in it. And don't worry, because again, you don't know what bond you're gonna have with your child until it's here, but you have such a good, beautiful, warm, safe, balanced foundation that I'm really not worried for you, okay? So I want to see what the tarot cards have to say in terms of advice, what you should do next, what's the best way to prepare for motherhood, what's stuff that you need to hear right now that you are pregnant or you're about to be. What does pile 1 need to hear? Like, how do they have to handle becoming parents? What do they need to be mindful of during pregnancy? This is just, like I said, a perfect display of my bad shuffling skills. But here we go. We have 1, 2. I really like to come out in 2s. I guess this deck is sticky. What's important for pile 1 to keep in mind as they're moving through this new phase in their lives? What's important? Yeah, just chill. You know, at some point as this community grows, this will become a running gag. Florence and her amazing shuffling skills. But hey, I taught myself shuffling last year, so okay? Good, we talked about it. So pile 1. What's important? I guess you don't need much advice. I think you're really on such a good course that there is not much to worry about, but I'm sure there is something to be mindful of. Dear spirit guides, dear higher selves of the people, beautiful people watching this. One last one. Give me one last one. Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah, you can already see there's not much you need to keep in mind that you need to be careful. King of Cups. Seven of Pentacles in reversed. The Three of Swords. Okay, I need a clarifier for this. Dear spirit guides, what is this about? I thought they were so happy. Okay, let's see. How do we read this? The first thing that I thought about once I pulled this clarifier, I'm going to show you the cards from up close real quick. So this is the King of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles in reversed. And we have the Three of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles as a clarifier. And again, the only real negative card, or negatively associated card we pull, has a Pentacle card as a clarifier, which tells me that something about the finances have you absolutely gutted. I don't know if you lost your job recently and now you're worried you're not going to make it work financially. I don't know if you or your partner lost a job that meant just the world to them, or it, you know, gave you a great deal of financial security, and now you're just super anxious and even depressed about it. Like you're kind of letting this overshadow this beautiful thing that that you're experiencing or about to experience. The Seven of Pentacles here too, showing up reversed. There's really the financial aspect has you absolutely stressed out. And the way you're looking at this and handling it is counter, what's the word? Well, it doesn't benefit you, okay? It's, have you ever heard of the term self-fulfilling prophecy? Because that is law of attraction in action, okay? What you put your focus on expands. And you need, this looks like a power couple to me a little bit. Again, we have this very, we have this masculine energy. Now, it doesn't matter if you're in a same-sex relationship, heterosexual relationship. Doesn't matter if one of you is a man, one of you is a woman. It can also, it doesn't mean that this speaks for the man and this speaks for the woman. We're talking about energy here. So what I mean by masculine energy is, you know, the provider, it's assertiveness, it's all the ways in which these masculine associated traits show themselves. And we have here a masculine energy that is very well grounded in their emotion. You can see how he's sitting in his emotion quite comfortably and confidently. This person is not afraid to show emotion. He knows, or they know, that there is strength in vulnerability. Again, that reminds me of the strength card we saw earlier. There's no shame in showing your emotions. Very empathetic. We have Pisces energy here, if that is in any way relevant to you. This is a king, okay? This person has mastered this aspect of their personality. And we have here the Knight of Pentacles that is very grounded. Like, it's funny because I said that earlier, that I think the two of you have different traits that complement each other very well. One of you is quite emotional, but very confident and speaks, expresses their emotions in a very healthy, constructive way, and finds ways to lead with compassion, leading their lives with compassion and intuition, creativity, all that stuff. While the other person of you, not quite as advanced in their maturity regarding their traits, but also not page either. You're getting there. Someone who is logical, grounded, reasonable, who always has a plan B, you know, because Earth energy is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. That's all signs that they plan their future and they make sure they're not usually the person that take huge risks. They're very determined. They're ambitious. Okay, ambitious people, but not in a risky way. Like going the proper way, like doing an apprenticeship or studying, or going that road, that the traditional road to success, climbing the career ladder. You can also see that this is a career woman, like with the blazer and stuff, growing their planties step by step, putting continuous work in to slowly but surely reach their goals. It's someone very logical, reasonable. Wow, we have the other person here that leads with their heart, feels into things. It's not so much in the head and more in the heart type of thing. So I think that's what you guys are, because it's showing up the second time around. You have to see what a potential this is. It's beautiful. You guys can learn so much from each other, complement each other perfectly. And I don't know if, one of you have a goal, planted a seed towards something, and are impatiently waiting for the results to show, and they're not showing, and you're growing more and more impatient and stressed out because you're thinking that this will never work, this will never pay, this will not show the rewards I was hoping for. How am I gonna provide for my family? How am I gonna do blah 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 blah? This downward spiral of negative thoughts. You need to stop it. Easier said than done, I know. And we're gonna pull some oracle cards that hopefully are gonna give you advice on how to handle this. But you need to know that some things take time, and a lot of stuff happens underneath the surface that you're not aware of. A plant needs to grow roots first before it can pop out of the ground and for you to see it. And the universe works in a way that it's always conspiring and expanding and working in your favor. And just because you don't see the physical manifestation of it yet doesn't mean that it's not working for you. That person, the stressed out person in this scenario, is this career person that has strong ambitions. We have a plan growing here, plan growing here. There is, you have some, this person has some goals, is maybe a little bit of an overachiever, you know? But it's not a bad thing to have goals and dreams and to, you know, want the house and the garden and will do whatever it takes to get that. It's absolutely valid, but you need to have more patience, and you have to trust that if you keep putting in the continuous effort, and as long as you're doing what you really feel, you can learn from your partner to trust your intuition. Your partner knows how to follow that gut. Because if you're like, for many people, they struggle understanding the difference between intuition and anxiety. And what I can tell you is intuition whispers and anxiety screams. Like, this person looks like their head is bursting, like their anxiety is just screaming. It's desperate. It's such a desperate energy. But your partner knows how to trust your intuition, how to listen to your heart and your gut. Lean on them. They can help you navigate this terrain, and they can help you filter out what is really, like, where do you need to take different turns and where do you just need to be more patient. Open up to them, lean on them, and learn from them how to differentiate. So let's see what your oracle cards have to say lastly. So we pulled compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. How divine is that? I talked about compassion and the scale of compassion that this person, this King of Cups person, has. And that is something you can learn from them. Well, I'm just assuming at this point that you're the Earth person, but maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you are the King of Cups and you can support your partner in that way. You know, whichever one resonates with you more, whichever one applies more. Hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. Yeah. Assuming that one of you lost the job and it brought a lot of negative emotion, the worst is behind you. It's only looking up from here, okay? Hold on to hope if you got it. Don't let it go for nobody. Sorry, that just came to me. Paramore, 26. Expansion. Spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. Wow. Still have to figure out how to arrange all these cards. And then we have strength again. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in the situation. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay. Then surrendering to the journey. Release control. This is probably gonna show up in every single one of the readings, because usually people who are trying to conceive are stressed out about it and want to make it happen, and they are very like trying to control the situation when there is no control. Control is an illusion anyway. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Rainbow. This has me thinking that some of you have rainbow babies. Well, if that's what you went through, then it's absolutely understandable why you would be absolutely gutted and heartbroken. Oh, this shines a whole new light on the reading. You probably had a miscarriage, a failed pregnancy, and it has you so heartbroken that you're failing to enjoy the process this time around. The plant you're trying to grow is your little cute baby planty. I'm so sorry if that's what happened to you. I'm so sorry for your loss, and it's absolutely understandable that you're stressed about that and scared it's going to happen again. But let me tell you, focus on the right things. The universe is on your side. Okay? You're so strong, so resilient. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. But the worst is behind you. Okay? Trust that. Wow. Whew. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. I don't think I can make all of these fit. Desert passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Yes. It's very hard to see that when you had something horrible happen, like a miscarriage or something similar. But everything happens for a reason. And when you go through such pain, this sounds like such a fucking stupid statement. I'm perfectly aware of that. But like there's no pain like losing your child, no matter how old it was. But you're growing out stronger. And you're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about your resilience. And only you will know what lessons there are for you. I have a video, actually. What's the lesson here? Maybe you find something there. Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. Well, that makes me think that you are very aware of what this divine plan is. I'm just going to put this on top. Yeah. Feels like you in your heart, you know why you went through certain things. And then we have the chameleon spirit, act as if. Yeah. So look, even if you can't fully trust, pretend. Okay? Focus on the good stuff as much as you can, because there's a lot of it. I saw it. You're in a beautiful, strong, well-balanced relationship. At least that's what it looked like to me. Things are working in your favor. And the only thing casting a shadow on this whole thing is, for some of you, you know, the financial stress, and for others, this thing in the past you went through that was really fucking horrible and painful. Make sure you focus on the right thing during this time. It's something to indulge in. You will never get it back. The pregnancy, you know, the calm before the storm, I like to call it. And if you can't trust, And if you can't enjoy it 100%, act like it. Pretend. Fake it till you make it, you could say. Yeah. Have compassion with yourself. You don't need to be happy 100% of the time. You know, it's let yourself feel all the feelings. That's very important. And you have here expansion, spread your wings and soar, share your message and shine your light, show the world what you're made of. If you really have been through a bad situation like that, if you ever feel called to in any way share your experience on a social media platform or by writing a book or whatever it is, whatever idea it is that you've had, do it. You're gonna help and inspire other people immensely. Like, if you ever feel called to do that, don't just brush it off with your logical mind. Go for that intuitive pull. And I think you do see, like, the owl has a lot of wisdom and insight. And I think you know in your heart of hearts what your lesson is, what certain things happened for, and what you need to focus on, and what you can do to help and inspire other people. If we go back to the money aspect, these could be connected, you know? Maybe you have been wanting to make helping others, you've been wanting to make something lucrative out of your past experiences, and maybe there's not much response yet, but there will be. Okay, trust that. You can trust it. There's absolutely all signs point to there. Success expands in your life. Blessing, success, trust, expansion, strength, hope, compassion. It's beautiful. Oh, your rainbow blessing. You have a little rainbow blessing either in your belly right now or coming your way. Wow. Yeah, and I think I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you could take something out of this reading. That's the one thing I want, to really help people see their path clearly. And yeah, if I could be of any service, then that makes me very happy. Make sure to leave a comment if it resonated. You can always reach out in any way. I'm also open for personal readings. I will link my email address below, but you can also find it in my channel description. If you ever feel the need to and have the means to, financially, you know. In any way, hit subscribe so you never miss a video of me. And I'll see you around. Thank you so much. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your Pick a Card reading. What we're going to do today is we're going to first pull some tarot cards so I can see your situation, you know, if you have been trying to conceive, if you've maybe not even thought about it, but you're just here out of curiosity. Just what has your path been? Where are you at right now? And after that, we'll pull some more tarot cards to see what is the best course of action for you right now. What do you have to be aware of during this time, or in terms of pregnancy, parenthood, and so forth. And I actually pulled your oracle cards already. We're going to look at those last to see what additional advice your spirit guides or your higher self have for you. So let's go on and shuffle your tarot cards. You might get a beautiful representation of my not very impressive shuffling skills, but I will just tell you already that I taught myself shuffling last year when I had the goal of becoming a professional tarot reader. So have mercy on me, okay? All right. Spirit guides, higher selves of pile 2. What is their situation in terms of parenthood, pregnancy, children, babies, conceiving, all that stuff? What's their road been? Okay. Oh, geez, okay. A lot popping out, huh? There's been a lot going on for you in this regard. I'm happy you're here. And I hope I can help you a little bit. What else? What has pile 2's road been like in terms of parenthood, pregnancy? What's important for me to know to give them the best advice possible? Pile 2. Nothing more? Let's try to shuffle differently. Maybe this way works better. Okay. Ooh, a lot of thrones here. We have 2 kings and, well, 2 royals. One more. In the end, we're also going to look at the bottom of the deck to get your overall energy that you're in right now. Yeah, that's just my shuffling skills. There you go. We do not take this as anything other than I'm a bad shuffler. Can't be good at everything, am I right? Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy is, let's see, is this a knight? No, that's a page. Page of Wands in reversed. Well, the first thing I notice is you have a lot of reversed energy here, which I just take as a sign for you being in resistance. Meaning you have a lot of limiting beliefs, self-sabotaging negative thoughts. Which the first card, the Magician, already tells me. Oh my God, the nails. The Magician, but in reverse. So the Magician holds all the manifestation power, and yours is blocked. Let me just say that bluntly. I'm just going to show you card by card. We have the Page of Pentacles in reversed. We have the 2 of Swords in reversed. But then here comes the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords and the 10 of Wands. I get a feeling there's a powerful message here. Okay. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm gearing up here. I'm getting comfortable. Whew. Page of Wands in reversed energy here. And we also have the Page of Pentacles in reversed here. So I'm just gonna say it. I feel like you're maybe a younger person who is not quite, who's maybe not quite there yet. You know, you're not exactly in the phase of family planning, maybe. Now take what resonates. Okay, this is a pick a card reading. There's many people choosing these piles, but I do feel like there is a sense of immaturity here, one way or the other. Could also be that maybe you're not young in age, but maybe you're at the beginning of studying a field, like career-wise. You're standing at the beginning. It could also mean that in terms of relationship, you don't have much experience yet. So yeah, you don't want to be straight, do you? Or maybe in terms of manifestation, maybe you're at the very beginning of your spiritual journey and that's what brought you here. So if that's the case, a warm welcome. And in that case, the first thing you need to know about manifesting your dream life is that many people want to say having the right thoughts is everything, but I think it's more about feeling than thinking. Because you can think in your head, I'm so blessed, I'm so blessed, I'm so blessed, I'm so blessed, all day if you want. If you don't feel it in your heart, you don't vibrate in the right frequency. You don't vibrate in the frequency you want. So the first thing I can tell you is focus on what makes you happy, no matter if it is in any way connected to your desire. It doesn't matter, because the universe doesn't care about what you think about that makes you happy, what you think about that makes you vibrate in the right frequency to receive your blessings. It only cares about your frequency. So whatever it is that makes you happy, do it. Elevate your spirits, elevate your frequency, so that your goals, your dreams, your blessings can be received by you. Because I just see that there is resistance and that there's a blockage here. If you're familiar with manifestation, sorry for the lesson that you didn't need, but I feel like there is a few people here that are new to this that need to hear it. You know, go to comedy shows, go to concerts, focus on the people that get you, that make you happy, that add value to your life. Whatever you need to do to feel good, do it. Okay, the Page of Pentacles here. An immaturity in maybe the financial aspect. Maybe you don't have a lot of money yet, and you're not quite sure how to make it more. Maybe you're at the very beginning, like I said, of an apprenticeship, or maybe you just started in a new job and you don't have a lot of experience in it yet. And you're definitely stuck between two things. I often see the Two of Swords as someone who can't decide what to go for, either their mind or their heart/intuition. In an upright position, this would just show me that that's what you're facing. But upside down, reversed, it shows me that you're really stuck making a decision here. It's not just this is the challenge. You're feeling torn. Now, this reading is about parenthood and getting pregnant. Now, there's two scenarios I can think of. Either you got pregnant and you don't know what to do. You don't know whether to keep the baby or not because you just started a new job. Your relationship is new. You're young. You still have you still have these big dreams and ambitions that you haven't reached those goals yet. Yeah, you haven't really fulfilled your dreams, manifested your dream life. You're not really where you would want to be when starting a family. You don't feel you're ready for it. You don't feel you're mature enough. Well, the other scenario would just be that you feel that way without a pregnancy involved, but if that was the case for most of you, I don't think I would see this indecision here, this struggling to make that decision. If you're in that situation right now where you're pregnant and you don't know if you want to keep being pregnant, I'm sorry, you have my compassion. This is a very difficult situation to be in, very difficult decision to make. And, I cannot make that decision for you. I can only show you potential based on your current energy. And if that helps you make the decision, then I'm very grateful to be of service. But at the end of the day, it's very crucial for you to connect with your intuition. And I want to tell you what I already told pile 1. Anxiety screams, okay, in your head, very loud, very penetrant. I don't even know if that's a word in English. And intuition whispers, okay, it's a gut feeling. It's like very often we feel in our gut what we want to do, but our head tells us otherwise. For example, for you, that could be that in your gut, you can't keep this baby because you would have resentment, you would regret it, but your head tells you, oh, but it's wrong, it's killing someone, it's. And the other way around, it could be that your gut tells you, but I want to be a mother. I want to have this baby. I know this is my baby. I feel that connection already. And in your head, you're like, oh, but you're immature and you don't have any means to provide for this child and you It can go both ways. Whatever your situation is, always go with your gut and your intuition, because you will regret deciding this with your head. Because I see here, despite of an aspect of immaturity, there is very strong energy coming through here. I see that you have the Queen of Wands energy here, which is Leo energy, I want to say. Leo. Independent, fierce, independent, I said already, sorry. Independent, fierce, passionate, sitting very comfortably in her power. Like, it's that feminine energy that doesn't shy away from being assertive, I feel like once you make a decision, you're confident with it, we have the King of Swords here. That is, I would say, very intelligent, very articulate, very direct, very logical. And the 10 of Wands indicates to me that you're someone who can carry a lot. You know how to, well, carry your burdens, I want to say. Not that a pregnancy is a burden, but it is a burden. I want to say it feels like you've been through a lot in your life and you've carried your shit on your own. You're a very strong and resilient person. And if you want to do this, you absolutely fucking can do it, okay? It doesn't fucking matter if you feel like you're too immature, if you don't have a lot of experience in certain things. Doesn't matter. If you know in your gut and your heart that this is your baby and you want it, then you fucking go for it, okay? You can learn everything. Absolutely everything. Hell, I changed so much since I became a mother, and I was not, you know, way too young by any means. I was 25, but there was a lot of shit working against me. It wasn't like I had a solid foundation or anything like that, you know, but I knew in my heart, this is my baby. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to keep it, raise it, love it, you know. It's for me personally, it was never an option to say no. That doesn't mean that, you know, aborting is wrong. We should have the freedom of choice. I'm just telling you that I see here that there is a lot of strength and resilience, assertiveness, and intelligence here. Like, it's not even knight energy, it's straight up king and queen energy. You are the leader of your life. You have your shit together. You're super strong. And it's just, yeah, I think I said it all. Okay, so now I want to know, I want to pull some cards to see what you can do right now. What is the best course of action for you? What do you need to know in this difficult situation right now? What will help you make a decision? Exactly. Yes, that's what I want to know. What will help pile 2 make this decision? What will help pile 2 in this situation? What will help them make their decision? What will help pile 2 make this difficult decision? Ugh. 3 cards sticking together. It's so hard to hold these cards together often. I'm just gonna shuffle like this. Please. Dear spirit guides, higher selves of pile 2. What can help them make this decision? How can we support them? Is it really this one card? No, come on. I know you can give me one more. One more. To help guide pile 2 in making their decision. Oh my god, do you see this? Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know if the divine wanted me to see this card. It is quite relevant to the subject. I'm just gonna take it out and put it here to the side in case it's relevant, okay? Sometimes the divine be working that way. Just drop your cards, bitch. Here's a message. Oh, okay. Come on, one last card for... Yeah, I'm just dropping cards at this point. So... yeah, we're taking this here. We're putting this here, the bottom deck energy, for some reason. It, you know, just in case it's relevant. Okay. 7 of Cups. It's about choice. Yeah, no shit, Spirit. Death. I'm loving this. Oh, babe, just wait. What I have to tell you. 6 of Cups. Wow. Oh, I might cry, you guys, okay? Wow. Well, Spirit wants to reassure you that you have the choice, and whatever you decide to do is okay. You cannot choose wrong, okay? It's just important that whatever decision you make it with conviction. Let that sink in. Whatever decision you make, it's important that you can stand 100,000,000% behind it. Because then your confidence can't be shaken and you can face any challenge coming your way. And this mother is holding her child. Wow, beautiful. This talks about rebirth, okay? Death means rebirth. Death means one chapter of your life closing and a new one opening. I get a feeling for the decision you might be making. I feel like most of you, and again, for those of you who don't want to go through with it, absolutely no judgment. Like I said, every decision you make, just make sure you can get behind it and you're going to be fine. But I feel like most of you know in their hearts you want to do it, because I can see the huge transformation you're going to go through and what beautiful, warm feelings it will bring. Wow. Just know that you are divinely supported. You're getting a lot of reassurance here that it's a huge change. Death can be scary, okay? But it just means rebirth. It means saying goodbye to one part of your life and welcoming a new chapter, welcoming a new part. You're gonna, parenthood is gonna introduce you to parts of yourself you never knew. You're gonna get to know yourself in a whole new way. But the rewards, I mean, I cannot tell you. I'm a mother myself. I cannot tell you how worth it is. There is no connection like that. It's funny because the Six of Cups showed up in pile 1 too. I do think it's a very significant card for the subject matter. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's a deep, profound emotional connection. Oftentimes it speaks about someone from childhood re-entering your life, for example, but it can also just indicate, I mean, it is childhood and a beautiful, warm, strong, emotional connection. So what you need to know is it's your choice. And even if it's scary, it's just gonna open a new chapter in your life. You don't have to be afraid. You're protected, okay? It's not as bad as they make it out to be. And there is beauty on the other side. I don't really know if this is relevant. I'm just gonna act like it is. The 5 of Swords. You can indicate that you're afraid to lose something. You know, it's a heavy change. I don't think it's a traditional meaning of this card, but it just came to me. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, so I'm just going with whatever I'm feeling and thinking. The people you might lose, whatever decision you make, don't let that stop you from making the decision you know in your heart is right. Because if people, you know, if I learned one thing, it's that when you go through a massive shift, an upgrade, whenever you're leveling up, whenever you are changing immensely, whenever you're going through a transformation that at the end of it, you are simply not the same person, you're gonna lose people. But you know what? Good riddance. Everything changes, you know, seasons change. Most people actually are only meant to be there for seasons of your life. And that's perfectly fine. It's okay. And no hard feelings either. You just don't match anymore with certain people. And if you do decide to keep the baby, there are probably going to be many people trying to tell you, oh, you're fucking stupid, you're too young, you're too immature, you're too this, you're too that, you have no financial means to do this. They want to, you know, shit all over your decision. Get rid of them. It's walk away. It's the only person you need to the only person, how do I say this? The only person you need to look straight in the eye at the end of the day is yourself. And as long as you are confident, content in your decision, no one else matters. So don't be afraid of losing people. Don't let that stop you from making whatever decision it is that you know in your heart you want to make. Because it's your life. And we saw earlier the queen and the king. You are you're the boss of your own life. And I don't think you usually struggle sitting in that power. I think, you know, like I said, once you made a decision, you don't give a fuck. So keep that up. Turn this around. You don't, it's not a factor in your decision making. It shouldn't be, because it's your life. Okay, lastly, let's see what the oracles have to say to you. Last piece of advice. We have begin now. Take your first step. Mystic healer, healing energy flows through you. Interesting. Then let's do it like this. Okay. Can we read everything, or do we not have enough space? Okay, I hope you can see it well. Then, friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. That makes sense to me. Receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. It's interesting because it did speak about these things at the very beginning of the reading about, you know, manifestation and stuff. Wolf spirit, turn wisdom into knowledge. And sandpiper spirit, be playful. So these oracles speak a lot about manifestation again, which is funny because we kind of stared away from this topic during most of the reading. I feel like you might have a pretty clear vision of what you want your life to be, but something is blocking your manifestation powers. Maybe it is a pregnancy, I mean, I don't know. But I do see that friendships are significant here. So I'm glad I brought up what I did 5 minutes ago. And like I mentioned in the very beginning of the reading, it's very important that you surround yourself with people who have only your best interest in mind, who take you just as you are, who you can be completely yourself around, and that just love and accept you for who you are and support you in whatever decisions you make because they're aware that it's your life. And as long as you surround yourself with this type of people, you're automatically elevating your vibrations. You're only surrounding yourself with people that vibe on the same frequency as you. It's very crucial. I do think that you're going through an energetic upgrade right now, and it's stripping away many people, but you know, just know that's for the better. And receive, I also said that at the beginning of the reading. In order to receive everything you want, you have to be receptive. You have to change. You have to be mindful of your feelings, of your thoughts, how you're feeling. Here, be playful. Do fun shit. Do things that make you laugh, that make you happy, that inspire you. And don't waste any time doing that. The time is now. All you ever have is now, 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 now. Tomorrow is tomorrow, and tomorrow depends on what's happening now. So that's where your focus should be. Mystic healer and turn knowledge into wisdom. Makes me feel like you're I mentioned the beginning of your spiritual journey at the very beginning of the reading. And I feel like, with the owl sitting here, despite of maybe immaturity, like, let's say being young in age, you're wise for your age. And the other cards showed me that you're a king or a queen, very confident and intelligent and wise. Apparently, this reminds me very much of the high priestess in the tarot. Every time I see it, you're very insightful, and you have the I'm losing words. Funny. The potential, sorry. You have the potential of guiding people, healing people through your knowledge and wisdom. Yeah. So I want you to know you are on the right path. If your spirituality, or, you know, sharing your wisdom and experiences is something that you've been wanting and something you've been working towards, absolutely. Absolutely go for it. Do it now. Take the first step, you know, go down that road. It's the right road. Just make sure that you're staying playful on the way, that you're having fun, that you're surrounding yourself with the right people, and that you're in the right mind and heart set, I'll just say it like that, to receive. It's funny because I feel like we're talking about two different topics in this reading, you know, manifestation, creating your dream life, and being an intuitive, wise, spiritual person. And then that pregnancy, that decision you're dealing with. And I don't know if maybe you think this is gonna stop you from reaching this goal. Let me tell you now, from experience, even if you have a child and it's putting a hold on things for a certain amount of time, it's only for a bit, you know? It's not going to be forever, because that child is going to grow up. That child is going to become more independent with time, and you can learn a lot from it. It will help you grow, and by the time you will get more time to yourself again, you know, in the meantime you can focus on your friendship, on your energy. I mean, what better way to be playful than with a child, right? You can learn a lot from them. Only, of course, only if that's what's right in your heart. I don't want to convince you of anything here, okay? Maybe you know in your heart it isn't your time, and these are the things you need to focus on right now before you become a mother. But either way, this is going to be a transformative time for you. There's so much growth on the horizon for you. And on that note, I'm going to end the reading. I hope you could take away something from it. If it resonated, if it helped you, anything, leave a comment, share your experience. I love to connect and interact, and you're helping me a lot with any comment and any like. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any content from me. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok under FlorenceJ_guidance. I can link all the... Oh, I'm also open for personal readings if you ever feel like you want more personalized advice and guidance. I'm open for that. I'll mention my email address in the description, but you can also find it in my channel description. And just, I want to thank you very much for being here, for believing in me, for finding me, and I hope you'll stick around. I wish you all the best, all the strength in your decision making, in your life, and I'll see you again. Bye. Hello, you beautiful people of pile 3, and welcome to your reading. The first thing I want to do is shuffle some tarot cards to get an overlook of your situation. Like, have you been trying to conceive, or has that not even crossed your mind, but you're here out of curiosity, and so forth and so on. And after that, after I got an overlook, I'll pull some more tarot cards to see what your best course of action in your current situation is. And at the end, we're pulling the oracle cards that I already shuffled for you to get additional advice and last word. So let's get into it. You might get a display of my very much not prominent shuffling skills, but I'll try my best. And I just want to tell you that I have taught myself shuffling. Oh God, this is a very thick deck. I have taught myself shuffling last year when I decided I wanted to become a professional tarot reader. I could not shuffle for shit, not even Uno cards, until last year. So I'm actually proud of myself, and just have grace when all the cards are falling out of my hands once again. Okay. What is pile 3's situation in terms of pregnancy, parenthood, conceiving, all of that stuff? This is 2 cards. How do you want to be? How do you want to be? Like this, like this. What is pile 3's situation in terms of pregnancy, parenthood, conceiving, not conceiving? What has pile 3's journey been? What has the road been looking like? What do I need to know to give pile 3 the best advice in their highest interest? Okay. Anything else? I feel like there's a lot to be said. Okay. Many cards came out. Holy Jesus. Okay. Sorry if you're a Christian. I didn't mean to offend you. I just cuss a lot. I love that. Let's see what we have. First, 8 of Cups. Queen of Cups in reversed. The Moon in reversed. Oh, this is gonna get deep, isn't it? The Knight of Cups in reversed. Oh, the 6 of Cups again. The 3rd time today that this card shows up, and it's such a relevant card for the topic. I love that. Queen of Swords in reversed. Ooh, there's a lot of reversed energy coming through. 10 of Wands. And King of Cups. So the King of Cups has shown up in pile 1. And the 10 of Wands has showed up in pile 2. So if you felt called to watch more than one reading, maybe head to the other video. It's more than perfectly fine to watch more than one reading, because often there is messages in more than one. That being said, let's continue with this one. Or let's begin, rather. I'm gonna light this, if you don't mind. I forgot about it. Palo Santo. It grounds me, gives me the right minds, and I just made a mess on your cards. I am so sorry for that. But nothing is ever a coincidence. Okay, he's sticking to the Queen of Cups. Should I begin with her? Queen of Cups in reversed. The reversed always indicates that there's a blocked energy there. And I need to feel into this, because there's a lot to be said. And I feel like, you know, we're talking about pregnancy and conceiving and having children. And I feel like there's a strong energy of a disrupted relationship here. I I get a sense of moving on from something, someone being inauthentic, not standing in your own power, things feeling like an uphill battle more than anything else, not seeing clearly through the situation, wanting, I think you are someone who wants children, but as of right now, at least, I don't see that there is a pregnancy in your life right now. Doesn't mean that you're not gonna get pregnant or that you can't or anything like that, not at all. But I just feel like there's a lot to learn still. There is a road to go first. And I almost feel like this is telling me a story that I still have to feel into to read. First and foremost, the Eight of Cups, walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. Like, you can see all these cups have sunk already. There's only one left here. And it's a feeling of no longer trying to save what is lost, and instead turning your back on it and moving towards the light. I feel like you are in a relationship that you know has served its purpose, and then you know can't be rescued. That no matter what you do, it's meant to sink. So you're moving on from it. And like, we have two queens here that are reversed. And I do feel like this relationship has had you disconnected from your divine feminine energy. Meaning, it has stripped you of your power. It's funny because the last reading I did, one of the piles had similar cards and a similar energy. If you're coming back from this reading to here, I can see that something is happening and that you're moving on slowly but surely from it. You're realizing more and more that it's no longer serving you and that you have to reclaim your power. You're still working on that though. I see that. The Queen of Cups is... So feminine energy is, nurturing, caring, gentle, and creative too. Water is emotions and air is communication and logic. The Queen of Cups, when upright, is very well grounded in her emotion, in her empathy, in her sensitivity, in her intuition. Very connected with all that, and leads with compassion and nurtures with compassion and heart. And there's a lot of creative energy there too. It's, by the way, it's Pisces energy. There's Pisces twice here. Well, water twice. So I don't know if that's relevant to you. Anyway, and the Queen of Swords, when she's standing in her power, she cuts through the bullshit and delivers truths quite directly and bluntly. Doesn't shy away from putting you in your place, basically. Reverse, this can indicate that someone is basically stomping on other people to deliver their truths, which is also not a balanced, ideal approach. But in your case, I feel like it's just this relationship has stripped you of your ability to speak your mind, to see and cut through the bullshit. And it also has disconnected you from your creativity, from your natural desire to flow with life and follow your intuition, because you've been so caught up in this situation, in this inauthentic Knight of Cups, man. It's someone who, again, I'm getting this gaslighting vibe that I got in this other reading. So I really do feel like maybe many of you or some of you came from there here. You've been dealing with someone who was big with the grand romantic gestures when they needed to, just to reel you back in. You know, the big words, the big promises, the big gestures, but it's inauthentic. They're not that person. They're just portraying that to reel you back in. And the moon in reverse, you know, things are not, the moon indicates always that things are mystical and not clear and kind of, they're in the dark. And I guess, you know, the night can be a scary time for us because it's dark and it's not, the path is not illuminated. We can't always see clearly where we're going, and that can be, you know, it's mysterious. And this is upside down, and that just, I feel like this person is leading you on, is not showing their true colors, or, you know, they're pretending when it's convenient. They're trying to keep you under control. And I can kind of see slowly a reclamation of self here. Like I can see that things are getting better. I think you reach a point where you've realized that they're not being authentic. You've realized that they're not this person that they're pretending to be. And you want this. You want to feel like this. You want to... The Six of Cups is, you know, it brings a lot of nostalgic feelings, warm nostalgic feelings, like someone re-entering that that you grew up with and grew apart, and then they're re-entering your life and you're having all these warm feelings because they're so familiar. You know them so well. You have so much history with them, and you have so many fond, warm feelings for them. And there's so much pure love, and there's such a deep connection and a sense of loyalty too. And I think that's what you want, you know? You want someone who's truly loyal to you, who you can truly have that deep connection with, who you can grow older with, grow up with, who just loves you for you, who you can also have those little nuggets with, you know? Like someone you truly see a future with, like, you know, emotional growth, emotionally fulfilling, growing up with them. That's what you want. I think you are perfectly aware at this point that this person is not that. It's not what you want. You want to walk away from it. Maybe you're not quite sure yet how to do it, how to communicate that, because someone who gaslit you for a while holds a certain power, or you think they hold a certain power over you because they make you feel so isolated and stripped, you know, disconnected from your power. But you have so much power. You have to find it again. That way you can realize what a creative, sensitive, empathetic queen you are, and that you don't have to sit here and take anybody's shit. Maybe you're not quite at the point where you feel like you're entitled to feel powerful, where you're entitled to stand your ground and be assertive, but you're on your way there. You're almost there. This is a 10 of Wands, and yes, it's been an uphill battle, but in this deck, usually in every other tarot deck, you're alone. They're alone, walking uphill alone, struggling to carry everything. But funnily in this deck, there's help. First and foremost, I want to tell you, the universe is on your side. If you want to pack your bags and leave, you're empowered to do that. And I'm sure you have people around you who are more than happy and willing to help you and to support you. And with that help, it won't feel so much like a struggle anymore. You're not alone. And the 10 of Wands indicates that you're at the end. The 10 is always the end of a cycle. The uphill struggle is almost over, and you will find the king. You will find that king that matches your queen. You will find, if you reclaim your power, stand up for yourself, walk away, love yourself enough, find that self-worth to walk away from this situation, this dishonesty, this untransparentness, I don't know how to say that, and focus on what you do want, then he's just sitting here waiting, He's content. Also a very intuitive, empathetic person. What a king. Very zen, calm and collected, very emotionally stable, knows how to sit with his emotion and lead connected to his emotional power. Like, you can have that. That is a king you will want to have this with, but there is still a little bit to go in terms of reclaiming your power and really becoming confident. But I think you're very close to doing that. If you're not walking, I mean, it could be that you're already in the process of walking away. I mean, this indicates that. I feel like you're fucking done with this and moving on to this. Enough. But I think your focus first, before you can get this and have this with this person, you have to focus on your divine feminine energy, reclaiming the power of that, realizing the power you hold, that you're worth, speaking your truth and being assertive, taking ownership of your life, being the main character in your life, and also trust your intuition. That still needs, to be worked on a little bit, but you're getting there, and I believe in you. It's wonderful. I think if you really did come from that other reading I keep referring back to, you've already taken a few steps in the right direction. You've already moved away from that super toxic environment. I think you've realized it doesn't serve you anymore, and that's wonderful. I love that for you. Let's see what the tarot cards say your best course of action is right now. We'll just randomly throw these back. Oh, what Yeah, this came out again. Let's throw these back randomly. So many cards. Okay. Up, 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 up. So. What is the best course of action for pile 3? What can they do to get to where they want to go? If they want children, what can they do to get there faster? They want to be happy. They want to have that life with someone. They want to meet that someone this is possible with. Oh, there's 2 cards, okay. So what can they do to get there faster? Okay. No, that's 2. I only want 1. We don't need so many. Speak clearly to me. Pile 3. I just cannot hold this deck together because it's so slippery. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's 2 again. Okay. I guess we can't do with just 1. Wow, the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition, connect. Beautiful. That's also divine feminine energy, but more inward, spiritually. The Hierophant in reversed. You know, rely on your own wisdom. Judgment. Wow, Jesus. You have... That's 3 major arcana already. 8 of Pentacles in reversed. Wow, the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, baby. Ooh. The Sun in reverse, that's also a major arcana. Okay, honey, you are going through a major shift in your life. 10 of Swords in reversed. End of a painful cycle. There's the fucking end of it here. Awesome. Oh my God. I'm so sorry if I'm being obnoxious. I'm just so happy. Okay. So, what you can do to get there faster, okay? I already mentioned that. Let's get into it card by card. I already mentioned reconnecting with your divine feminine energy. So, there's different aspects of that, okay? And I feel like the focus here really is you have all the wisdom in the world in you. You know, you have known for a long time that the situation you're in or were in until recently did not serve you. Or let's say it like this. Every situation, no matter how uncomfortable, serves you. It's always for your higher good. There's always so many lessons you can learn from everything. You learn more about yourself, about your boundaries, about your wants and needs and dreams. Everything is good the way it happens. And this situation you were in kickstarted immense growth. And oh, wow. Kind of spaced out a little bit. Your third eye. I think you have a lot of wisdom inside you. It's funny because the High Priestess has this connection to the divine, the connection to the universe, you know, or God, if you want to call it that, if you're Christian, or Allah, if you're Muslim. It applies to every philosophy, every religion, everything. The High Priestess is very connected to that that higher power. And Hierophant has also, you know, this staircase to heaven, basically. There's a lot of insight and wisdom and enlightenment. In this deck specifically, I have read that upward, it's about, you know, seeking advice from a professional, from someone very wise. But upside down, it indicates, it talks about the inner wisdom and your own knowledge. And I think now comes a time, you've gained so much experience that now is a time to rely on yourself and your own wisdom, your own intuition. And again, with the Judgment here, you know, the soul, like your soul's calling. I feel like maybe you're having a lot of realizations and epiphanies. If so, that's fucking awesome. That's wonderful. Follow that judgment call. Follow your soul's calling, whatever it is. We have the Eight of Pentacles here, which speaks of determination, hard work towards a goal. I always, from this card specifically, I always get a very entrepreneurial vibe. You're definitely wounded. I can see that. Obviously, it was a hard situation. So I guess you don't quite have the energy yet to you know, invest, to work towards a goal. Like, I think your focus should be on healing for now. The Hierophant upright makes me think of counseling, because, you know, you're seeking advice from a professional. Now this showed up reversed, but you know, if that resonates with you, just focus on your healing. Maybe meditate a lot, do yoga, treat yourself, do things that soothe you. And that's self-soothing, I think, is very important for you right now, because you're not yet at the point where you have that youthful, childlike joy. You haven't found that yet. I think you're still kind of in the thick of it, in the sense of yeah, okay. All right. I did say earlier, Ten of Swords in reversed, end of a painful cycle. Ten of Swords, end of a painful cycle, but yours showed up reversed. I think maybe you haven't ended things yet. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe there's more to learn still. You're still kind of in the thick of it, and it still robs you of your energy, really. You can't really invest in anything other than yourself, and that's fine. Okay? It's important that you focus on yourself right now, that you focus on connecting with your inner wisdom, so that you have to find your own strength and your own confidence, and find trust that your intuition doesn't lead you astray when it tells you, for example, to leave. It's like, this is showing me what you should focus on. This is showing me your energy. I can see you want that family life very badly. Wow. The community, the abundance of... It's like, this is like a beautiful neighborhood where children are running around laughing, and it also talks about legacy, you know, generations coming together. You have a dog, you run into your neighbors and you love them. You have a child, and it's abundance in so many ways. I feel like this is really reinforcing. It's showing again and again how much you want this. But you need to know that right now your healing needs to come first. And you cannot pressure yourself because you want this so badly. You cannot rush a process. Sit with your feelings. Let your intuition speak to you again. Tell your mind to shut up sometimes. Whatever it takes, you know. Meditation looks different for everyone. I, for example, can't sit here and think about and just focus on my breathing. For me, it helps much more to do yoga because I can focus my mind on my breathing much better that way. But for you, it might be something completely different. Maybe dancing, maybe taking a bath, maybe going for a walk in nature. Whatever it looks like for you, do it more often. Spend time with yourself. You can see here there's one person alone here, listening to their soul speak. Allow your higher self to communicate with you by just being by yourself and to see what comes to you. What do you really want to do? What are you passionate about? What is fun to you? What makes you happy? What fulfills you? That's what you need to listen to. Your higher self communicating with you. Again, one person sitting here alone at the bottom of the stairs laughing. You don't need anyone's company to find joy. Yeah. This will come, but first you have to focus on yourself and heal. Find confidence and strength. To find the strength to turn this around and walk away. Leave it behind. You know, maybe you have walked away from the relationship, that situation, but you haven't moved on from the pain quite yet. And that's okay, my love. It takes time. Okay? Can't force anything. You can't heal what you don't let yourself feel. Very small, very smart quote I read once. Your healing is top priority. Find that joy again. Find what makes you happy. Reclaim your happiness step by step so that you can find the energy again to focus in on other projects. Okay, I really hope that was helpful. I feel kind of useless. I don't know, in this instance. So lastly, your oracle cards. Let's see what the oracles have to say to you. Joy in the light. Open your heart to joy. Yeah. Choosing your path. All is possible. Yeah. It's your choice. I mean, you can move on anytime you want, so whenever you feel ready to. Nightingale spirit. Love is all around. Yes. Well, I was interrupted by a call. Nice. Where was I? Nightingale spirit, love is all around. Yeah. It's not all so dark. Then, horse spirit, freedom is yours. Oh, that's divine. And 33 too, angel number. How do I do? Yeah, like this. Like this. And expansion. Spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. It's funny, this also showed up in pile 2. Maybe there really is a message there for you. Even though the theme was, well, it could match. Freedom, again, live wild and free, choose your freedom, claim your independence. Wow, yes, yes. You're free to leave, honey. It's your time. But you know, you can't force being ready, so. Yeah, freedom is yours. Choose your freedom, claim your independence. This is the last word, the last piece of advice. All is possible. Once you cut through the fear of change, maybe the fear of being alone, fear of the unknown, you will realize that it will open doors for all kinds of possibilities. Like I said, focus on what makes you happy, what brings you joy and delight, because that will help raise your vibration. And I think I said that in that other reading I keep referring back to, because I'm just repeating myself at this point. If you focus on yourself and your happiness, raising your own vibration, and following your calling, and just, you know, not giving a fuck about the other person, just focusing on yourself, either the other person catches up, raises their vibration too and meets you, or they fall away, they become irrelevant. It gets easier for you to leave them behind because you're simply not on the same wavelength, not on the same vibration anymore. And that's so important for you to really understand and hear. Just focus on what really brings you joy and happiness. That way, you can rise above the situation and leave easier. It will make things easier for you. Open your heart to joy and see that love is all around you. That brings me back to the 10 of Wands, where I told you you're not alone. I think there's many people in your life, or some at least, that love you so much and would do anything to support you. You're not alone. And even if it's not people, you're never alone. So yeah, that's it. I think that's all the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll just say again, because I really do feel like you've been here before. And just thank you so much for coming back, for trusting in me delivering the right messages for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss out on any readings from me, videos, content. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok too. And I'm open for personal readings if you ever feel called to get more personalized, more in-depth, in detail messages. I'll mention my email address in the description. If I forget to, you can also find them in the channel description. Either way, I hope to see you again. Oh, and of course, comment if it resonated. I would love to, you know, to chat, to connect, to exchange experiences. Any like, any comment, any subscribe really helps me. And yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you guys around. Bye.